This is a general reading for Cancer for October 6th through the 12th. So if Cancer is your sun or moon rising or Venus, this is a general reading for you. So take what resonates and leave the rest. For the month of October, again, I'm offering a complimentary reading, selecting one person from the subscribers and comments for that 30-minute complimentary reading, and you will be entered into for consideration. Also, I do read all the comments. Thank you so much for those. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. And if you think you're a subscriber, look at the bottom of this video and if it says you're a subscriber. Sometimes YouTube unsubscribes for some reason, and so all you have to do is resubscribe. Also, if you like the video, hitting the likes helps the channel. What are the advantages of being a subscriber? It costs absolutely nothing. There is no cost. You would be considered for the complimentary reading. If you hit the notification, you'll be notified when the videos come out. For the month of October, I have a special for subscribers. My readings are $30 for 30 minutes, and that's either live or by video, and $50 for an hour. That's live or video. $5 off if you're a subscriber, so it'll be $25 or $45. $45 an hour is a very good special. So please consider that. If you're interested, send something to my email. I apologize for the noise outside. Again, that is the street noises of Portugal right outside my front door. And I can't do anything about it because it's people congregating in front of the mini market and having their normal conversation. Now, I have my team here, and Nina's here on the table, and she is she's part of my crew. She is the she guards over the cards, and then you might hear her snoring a little bit. Jason's in the bedroom. He's in charge of security. Milo's in the living room, and Hope is out in the courtyard already. So I have shuffled the cards. I'm using the Morgan Greer, and let's see what we have coming up this week for you, Cancer. We had this last week the solar eclipse, which was in South America. That was on Tuesday. Plus, the new moon went into Libra, which now there's going to be changes. And so anticipate changes that, okay, so what I see is almost like the Hangman, where you felt that things were sort of in limbo, just suspended, waiting for things to happen, and things are starting to move now, that you're sensing that's a movement forward. So let's see what we have coming up this week. And the first card is the Nine of Swords, crossed over by the Five of Swords. At the base of it is the Seven of Swords, moving forward. Behind is the Six of Cups. Crowning you is the Seven of Cups. Ahead is the Nine of Pentacles. That's very good. Then we have the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the World, and the final outcome is the Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings of prosperity. With the Three of Cups, the World with the Page of Pentacles, Knight of Cups with the Lovers, can be a relationship, can be home. Four of Pentacles with the King of Swords, Nine of Pentacles with the Tower, Seven of Cups with the Hierophant, Six of Cups in the past with the Five of Pentacles. Then we have the Devil, Six of Pentacles, crossed by the Ten of Swords. It looks like there's still some things going on as far as finances or situations. I don't think it's related to cups. Well, yes and no. because I look at like good things happening as far as home with the coming up the Nine of Cups and the Lovers, and the final outcome is the Three of Cups, which is like happy celebrations with the Ace of Pentacles. But there's still some things. You've got the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Devil. Could be, however, with the Devil, I also see the Seven of Swords, which indicates a victory over a situation. Could be that, you know, you've been dealing with something about the attributes of the Devil, because here it is at the base of it. Because your reading is about the Ten of Swords, which is still, it can be some sort of betrayal. It can be something that is like, that you're still dealing with. A difficult situation that you're still addressing, crossed over by some betrayal. It could be some restrictions. So it's the Five of Swords, which can be something behind the scenes which isn't visible, or that you're dealing with. Can be work, it can be, I don't think it's home, but it can be work, it can be money, it can be, well, if it's home, it could be wrapping up from maybe some sort of situation that is like a domestic, that you're resolving some financial issues with. But there's a situation of the Nine of Swords and some betrayal, plus money and the Ten of Swords. Now, these could be, and this is what your reading's about, it's a situation that you've been dealing with, that this has been going on for a while, and as you're looking at this, it's now, you know, in the center of what your reading's about. As it's the focal point, then you're able to concentrate on that and resolve, wrap up what the issues are with that, the situation. It's completing the lesson, the chapter, and able soon to turn the page to new opportunities. Because things are moving rapidly, it can be that things that have been sort of on a stall, not moving forward, that as you have the new moon, new beginnings, it's clearing the way for new opportunities. That you're now facing them, and everything's coming to light. At the base of it is the Seven of Swords, which is taking that Five of Swords, which is what your reading's about, and turning it into something that you have victory, related to the Devil card. Now, the Devil card is those behaviors which keep a person from being authentic with themselves and with others. So it could be in the forefront. Now, the Devil card can be such things as conflict, deceit, some sort of, you know, you have the Five of Swords, so it could be something around business and unfair dealings. It can be, so be a breakup of a home as far as argument, domestic violence. It can be addictions. And it can be victory over addictions, or it can be moving forward from, as you know, these behaviors were the center of things falling apart. Could be things falling apart financially, could be things at the center of maybe a relationship. And, you know, moving forward. And the Seven of Swords indicates that, yes, the Devil card was there, but this is addressing it and moving forward, and it no longer is the Five of Swords, which was what your reading was about. So it's wrapping up, dealing with, and then it has to do with also the Six of Pentacles, money, which could be a job, some sort of deceit, shortages, promised something that they didn't deliver, and moving forward. Can be settlements, and there's some sort of deception there. It can be applying for benefits and a delay or deceptions. It could be a business dealing. Someone was having a business dealing with someone. And I even think, well, and why do I think this was a product also, like buying something? And they were not very honest about it. I think for someone it's like a car or something, and then they you thought you were going to pay so much on a contract, and then they upped the amount of what the payment was going to be. You know, there's some sort of, you know, so it's very, very very, very important. As you sign any contract, be sure to read all of the clauses, not just sign it. And, you know, I do that too. I did. Is sign and think that, trust that there wouldn't have any deception. But it's very important to read anything that's filled in and keep the original, because it's sort of like this one particular business, that they get people in, and then the contract has all these things which ups the money that goes to them, and then you're sort of like trapped. Oh, I see, like flypaper, where you're stuck. So you want to, you know, it's almost like too late because you're stuck with this, and then it puts you in a financial bind. This is for someone. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing, is that, you know, for someone, you go in and you get this deceptive thing going on. So have the discernment. Cancerians are very intuitive. That's one of the, you know, it's a water sign. So follow your intuition. If you walk by and you got bad vibes, and going into the lobby, you think, I don't, you know, because part of you is real excited about going in there, and the other part is that you think, oh, I don't know if I really like this place. Drive by, go to another place, because then you're protected. That's for someone. The other thing is the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords. It's wrapping up. And yes, it's a big life lesson, and you have the Devil card, but the Devil card is the base, and it's moving forward, and there's other opportunities coming forward. So it's sort of right in the center of it, but you're moving forward. It's addressing it and moving forward. Oh, okay, and I just saw a rose garden, which is good, which means that things are going to start coming up rosy. So you've been dealing with this, and you know exactly what it is. Each person, whatever the devil that you're dealing with, is different. It can be something for one person and something else for someone else. But it's facing the challenges, whatever that is, and having victory over it. It could be your own challenges that, as a result of whatever it was, that you didn't pay attention to what was going on around you, because you could have been involved in some challenges of addictions, and then, you know, you conquered that, which is the Seven of Swords. Could have been a situation, you know, some deceptions on the part of others. Could be deceptions in a work environment. Could be financial dealings. But you're victorious over it. You have those skills, and then your radar is going to be alerted for it in the future for similar things, and you go, oh, I remember when that happened. Well, I'm not going to do that again, and you have those skills, so you can bring those forward, because behind you was something about a get-together with someone and some financial constraints. Now, this can be a couple of different things. It could be that you had a gathering and you spent too much money. You know, that's possible. It could be that someone in your past owes you money, you know, but that's the past. You know, there's some financial dealing with someone from the past. It could also be that, okay, I get home, something about home, and okay, maybe you were roommates or something, but it's behind you. But it's some dealings with a friend or financial with someone, and it's in the past, but it's still on your mind. Because what's on your mind right now is very good, because here's your Seven of Cups, and there's your Hierophant. The Hierophant is can be government or conventional thinking. It can also be your spirit guides. So you have some choices here, and this is what is on your mind. What choices do I have? Now, it could be choices as far as government, applying for grants, dealings if you're getting your own business, applying for benefits. And you have some choices. Maybe you're going to apply for a government job, for example. Now, I have this week Spirit told me about the Seven of Cups. That, you know, there's these choices, and we don't know what is under those cups, you know. It could be different jobs, it could be moving, it could be considering relationships, whatever these are, and you don't really know. However, it's saying, you know, sometimes we don't have the swords, which is information, because I don't see the swords of enlightenment here. However, it is that regardless of what you choose, it's what you were supposed to choose. And it can be, you know, just a short detour, short life lesson, or a lesson to increase your discernment, or it could be a different a path or a short chapter. And through that, you get information. So in the future, when you have choices, you will recall this experience and then make a different choice, or say, okay, I need to gather more information. So it can always be reversed, and it's whatever you choose is as it shall be, and was what you the choice that you had. So it could be 2 different jobs, or it could be moving, or it could be choosing a neighborhood, or whatever, maybe your own business, or but these are choices and they are lessons. Doesn't have to be a major lesson. Now up ahead we have the 9 of Pentacles and the Tower. Now usually this is that the 9 of Pentacles is prosperity that's coming in the Tower. Now the Tower, it can be a change, that which you thought was in place, that the spirit guides your plan, says, okay, well, you got a little complacent, so we're going to make some big changes here. So it could be some sort of financial loss. It could be a change in job. It could be a change in finances. It could be maybe you have a repair that needs to be done, but it's like all of a sudden there's something that happens, an expense. So, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. So there's things that are possibly coming out with the Tower this week, and anticipate, and look for it. For example, it could be major changes at home. Well, no, at work, major changes at work. Now, why do they say home? It could be major changes at home too. For example, yes, it could be. If you happen to be in an area that's being, has severe weather, and it's affecting, like the hurricanes and the storms, and it's affecting your home, that can be a big Tower moment, and your finances, because you're going to have setbacks and you're going to have additional expenses. So that could be coming up for someone. It could be that you have a job and suddenly things start changing very rapidly. The other part of it could be positive too, that suddenly there's a windfall, that, that the Tower moment. Usually it is that you become complacent and they say, okay, we're going to shake things up a little bit, and then you're going to be moving on to the new chapter. So, know that there's going to be something that's going to be sudden coming up this week. Be prepared for it. Because we have here, standing firm with your King of Swords. The King of Swords, and this is related to finances. It could be negotiations. It could be a settlement. It could be a job. And it has to do with the King of Swords, who could be a boss. It could be an organization. It could be government. And it just says, stand firm. There could be some changes coming up. Okay. So for someone that, the 9 of Pentacles and the Tower can also be related to this. For example, if you were looking for a settlement or something, and it's been on its way, it could be suddenly happening, and it says to stand firm with related to that. That suddenly they're going to negotiate, or maybe they want to dismiss it, something, but there might be something related to that settlement or lump sum or something coming up, and it says stand firm, because I'm seeing as the King of Swords is it could be someone representing them. It could be a person of authority, I'm thinking like a boss, a judge, someone who's making decisions. However, we have good things going on in the home, because we have the Lovers and the 9 of Cups. So for some of you, if you want love, it's coming. new relationships. This has been showing up for a while for Cancerians. So if you want that, it's very possible. Also can, for some people, moving to a new place. And for others, if you don't want a relationship, it's self-love. And then we have here, this is very good because we have your Tower. Then we have new beginnings. Sometimes we have to clean this is what they say, sometimes we have to clean the slate in order to have a fresh start. So that's what your Tower was. And then we have new opportunities. So you're going to hear a message about money and you're going to be in the middle of your world. New opportunities coming, maybe something you've been waiting for, then this starts clearing it. Oh, okay, I see a whirlwind. Like a little mini tornado that we have, what do they call those? Dust devils, like in a field. Well, I see that that's what this Tower was, the little dust devils, and it starts clearing away. And then we have new opportunities coming ahead. As it cleared that, then it cleared the way for new things to come. Cleared the space. Two things cannot occupy the same space at the same time. It's a physics, and it is, universal law. So it's clearing the space for good to come. Just as you have negative, they say remove the negative so you can put in the positive. This is the same thing. Removing those obstacles or the delays that were there so that you can now move forward. It could have been that you were stuck. And you concentrated on one thing and you were stuck on it. It clears that away so that the new can come. And then what I see is like the new harvest. So it's the planting of the seed. I see the wheat, and then the final outcome will be the harvesting time of the wheat. So it's making the space so that you can have new opportunities and harvest to come. And then the final outcome is new opportunities for money and happy celebration. The Three of Cups is feeling good about celebration of new opportunities, and there's the Page of Pentacles. Could be a message about money, could be new beginnings about money, but it feels very good. So Cancer, you start out with all these swords and the Five of Pentacles, but as the week progresses, you see that it's a clearing out. It's making space, and then there's space for good things to come or new opportunities. Things are not good or bad, it's a lesson. So it's clearing the space for new opportunities to come, because before you were stuck maybe on thinking only one solution. This is clearing it so that you maybe hadn't even thought about what these are going to be, these new opportunities, because you were focused on what was right in front of you and thinking, it had to be this way. Well, that's, then what you're doing is you're limiting the universe, you're limiting what Spirit can bring to you. But if you say this or something better and you clear the way, then these new opportunities, but maybe you would not even thought about. The wisdom of the Oracle has the one about buried treasure. And sometimes we walk by the treasure, we're concentrating on something else. And so we do not pay attention to what the other opportunities could be around us. So that's what Spirit is saying right now, is there's other opportunities that you have not been even aware of because you were focused on one thing, and that one thing maybe was not the right direction or the optimum direction. And then you had the Tower moment. It's like, okay, well, let's just eliminate that so you can see these other possibilities. Thank you, Spirit. This is what Spirit's saying to me. That then what you do is you can see these new opportunities that you wouldn't even considered before, because it's getting rid of the assumptions that we had that it had to be this way. And then we can see with eyes open that what are the new possibilities. That's exactly what is going on this week. And it's, it's just being in the flow and knowing that good things are going to be coming to you. That's, thank you. I was, with the help of Spirit, that I'm able to see clearly or, help in the direction of what they are trying to say. Now, let's pull some wisdom of the Oracle. Oh, it's very humid today, and I even have the air conditioning on. Ooh, I do not like the humidity. I like the desert weather of Vegas, so looking forward to that. Angels and archangels and spirit guides. What do we have here for our Cancerians? What for the wisdom of the Oracle? Angels and archangels, what do you want the Cancerians to know? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we have 1. Which cards? 2. Which cards? 3. Okay. Oh, truth be told, number 14. Now that's interesting. Number 14, truth be told. And it is honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. There is the truth, which is the essence of the truth, and then there is a truth, subjective. So, you know, that's like the hermit looking down and being subjective about it, objective. And then mending is number 52. So I think that's restoring back, taking care of loose ends, 52. Forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. I've been getting this a lot about forgiveness, and part of that is forgive yourself. And then the other one is come to the edge, number 36, which is a 9. These are all interesting cards that usually don't come up as so much. 36. Courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear and accepting risk. So, you know, it could be that you're playing it safe, and then a tower comes along and goes, oh, okay, here we go. And then, you know, get ready for the roller coaster, or, you know, the next thing. So be accepting of what's going on. Forgive yourself. Look at the truth and the truth. And then, you know, be along for the ride. Now I'm going to pull a couple of other cards for you. And the first one is the beloved, divine beloved. The 2 of the Louise Hay, and then your meditation card for this week. Nina's being so good. She's so sleepy here, aren't you, Nina? She's wanting to spend a lot of time out in the garage now because she's found the crate that I had for Sammy with the blanket, you know. And, you know, I wouldn't crate him. I'm going to crate him blanket, but someone was coming to look at the house. But anyway, she likes to go into that crate and lay down there and look around there. They like their little cave. Dogs like to be in little, you know, little secure nooks, don't ya? Yes, you do, Nina. Angels and archangels. What is the card for the divine beloved here? Okay. Right here. Authenticity. I can be my true self. Change me, divine beloved, into one who has the courage to be my own true self. Allow me to honor my sexuality, desires, and needs as sacred expressions of your divine love. And the other card is right here. Spirit. I am filled with light. Change me, divine beloved, into one who knows my spirit is eternal and ageless. Let me release all old ideas of constrictions or limitations. My whole being is filled with joy, energy, and beauty, a vessel for the divine Shanti. There are no limitations. There are no limitations. Okay, and then we're going to pull the 2 Louise Hay. When I get done, I'm going to go turn up the air a little bit. Oof. Angels and archangels and spirit guides. And please consider subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, I'm almost up to 4,000, which, you know, I'm not monetized. If you'll notice, there are no ads because of, it's a long drawn out thing, but it has to do with I have to have government ID, and they do not accept my American passport as official ID because I live in Portugal. So until I get back to the States, I'm not monetized, so I make absolutely no money from YouTube. None. 0, 0, 0. So this is all, you know, because I want to provide this. Angels and archangels, what do we have here for? Okay. We have 1, 2. The point of power is always in the present moment. The past is over and done and has no power over me. I can begin to be free in this moment. Today's thoughts create my future. I'm in charge. I now take my own power back. I am safe and I am free. There, that's a good one. And the other one is, I experience love wherever I go. Love is everywhere and I am loving and lovable. Loving people fill my life and I find myself easily expressing love to others. There. Okay. And then we're going to pull the meditation card. If you're interested in a reading, just send me an email. And I have put in the community section before about my house for sale in Portugal. As soon as I sell it, then I'm back in the U.S., which will make things a whole lot easier. So if you know anybody interested in moving to Portugal, to the ALGARVE, that information is there, or just send me an email. Angels and Archangels here. There we go. The dark. Take a moment to sit under the star-speckled sky, listening to crickets and breathing in the cool night air. There, in the dark. Okay, well, thank you, Cancerians. I appreciate your support of the channel so much. And until next time, Nina and I are sending you light and love from Portugal.